Okay, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Welcome back to another prediction. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We definitely appreciate the support and love. Definitely keep it up. We're going to keep making better videos, better content. We want to grow the channel. We like interacting with everybody. And yeah, let's dive right into it. We got a featherweight bout here. We got David Onama versus Austin Lingo. And when I tell you, if you plan on going and taking a popcorn break.
Don't even blink your eye this fight, man.
You know what I mean? If you got
Austin Lingo, he got the perfect nickname. Lights out.
Lights out. And I mean,
hey, these two guys, man, they got several fights that's like in like what, less than a minute, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, like this fight might not last like longer than like 2 minutes.
One round, you know. But
the only thing is they're very similar, man. Like
they really are.
The thing is, I hate to say this, man, but I think David is a better version of Austin Lingo. If you think about it, he's a more like on the feet, he's more polished. And I think like I watched some of his fights before the UFC, man, and like he knows like how to like get out of bad situations, man. Because I've seen him in like bad positions, like where they had his back, and he can kind of like twist and like find a way to get out of it. I don't know. Can Austin do that? Like,
he hadn't really been in like super duper bad position. He lost to Yusuf Zalal, but I mean, he is on a 2-fight win streak, you know, so he knows something. Obviously, now the thing is, we haven't seen the knockout power there in the UFC yet, but David definitely did. He got one. He got Gabriel Benitez.
We see like a lot of knockout artists, man. Like they get to the UFC
and then
they don't get down one knockout.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're not doing it, and then we see other fighters like we saw like guys like Chad Mendez who really didn't get knocked before the UFC.
No, you crazy.
He got some.
Yeah, I often say no.
Like right before the UFC.
No,
man, but not early on.
When he got started, bro. He started a few people, bro.
But then,
it's just that he knew he was known as a wrestler. But the thing is,
Johnny Hendricks though.
Well, yeah, he was. Yeah,
but like they get to the UFC and they get more knockouts. It's like, dang, you didn't have no knockouts at first. Well, you had a couple, but like now you're this crazy knockout artist in the UFC.
But David been getting knockouts, man. So he definitely got his in the UFC. He got his back in February. Now we need to see one from Austin because y'all, when you go look at Austin record and you go look at him beating people, and now let me look at the record of these people now because he got some 25-second. Knockout wins. Yeah, this guy was not.
It kind of matters. It kind of matters their record too, because if they 0-12, then
yeah. But I'm gonna tell you this though: to still be able to knock somebody out cold in 20-something seconds,
it's very impressive,
bro. That's still impressive because it ain't like you just out there going and having a difficult time fighting people you're supposed to be beating, and it ain't like you just going out there and having to expend a lot of energy. You literally beating them in one punch. Now the thing is, again, we haven't seen it just translate in the UFC yet, but we have seen some toughness. We've seen some durability. We've seen him be able to make reads and call audible, like in between rounds, and say, hey, that first round didn't go how I needed it to go. Let me shake back. Let me make, you know what I'm saying? So we've been able to see that. And that's actually that's a big thing you need in the UFC because you're not just going to start coming and knocking everybody out up here. You know what I mean? You got to get comfortable. It might be some nerves. You may have to start feeling like, okay, I belong here and stuff like that. And at the same time, David lost his first UFC fight, but that was by decision. He didn't get finished or nothing. And he shook back with a win. So he going to come in knowing like, hey, I can put you away.
And Mason Jones, he ain't a bad fighter.
No, absolutely not. No. So
11-1. Mason Jones is 11-1.
So how you see the fight playing out? Like, you see a finish? Do you see maybe an exciting fight for 3 rounds? Do you see...
The only thing is Austin's so durable, man.
I know.
It's like, dang, man. The only thing I don't really like about Austin, bro, is kind of he's a little predictable. And also, man, I wish he used his jab a little bit more.
I wish I seen.
And he makes the boxing match. It's straight a boxing match. He really don't throw like a lot of kicks. So I wish he like used the jab a little bit more, man, and kind of like pretty much mix in the wrestling
because the skills is there, like the tools. Look, it's there. Go look at an Austin Lingo highlight, and you're gonna be like, oh, jeez, this, like he can do something. Just got to bring it together in the UFC level now. Hey, so what do you think? Like, what's the final prediction?
I'm not gonna lie, man. I think David, man, like he's so dangerous, man. Like if he land, I think he's more polished. So I think he has a he's more likely.
You don't think he's gonna finish Austin, do you?
Oh man, I don't know, man. I honestly don't know, man. Like, if he land, he can.
But at the same time, if Austin land on him,
Another thing I know, this dude David, he has 3 submissions too, man. So I think he has like a lot of. Well, I know Austin has a lot of submissions too, man. He has a couple himself. But I think David.
And they both on their record. They did what they had to do. They worked their way into getting a good record and beat the people that they were supposed to beat to get here. Let's just be real about it. Like that's why it's a lot of knockouts and submissions on the records. But they kind of are like different versions of each other. But what's the final prediction?
Man, I hate to say this, man. I think David gonna get to finish.
I don't know.
You don't think he can get to finish?
I don't know, man. Hey, look, I can't say no because obviously the power was there, but I don't count on Austin like in any fashion.
Man, Austin had one fight, man, and was it his first fight? Like he had a fight.
You can't count that again. Oh, the UFC.
No, not the first one, dude. The Jacob one. The one he fought against Jacob. Like he was missing. Like he was just throwing punches and just missing.
I want to see a jab. You got to use a jab, man.
You can't just be. This is the UFC, man. Like you walk forward and just throw punches like that.
You walking forward, straight right hand, like hooks, and then left hooks, and then like you leading with your power punch, and then you always missing barely on your combos, and they circling around the cage, and you're like barely you got to set it up with the jab.
He kind of remind me. I know he don't throw leg kicks like Justin Gaethje. But he kind of remind me of a young Justin Gaethje.
Minus the leg.
But he didn't take the damage. He don't take the damage that Justin took early on.
I can see that.
So it's like, bro, I wish he can improve his game the way Justin did over time, man.
Yeah. But he is making improvements, man. He on a 2-fight win streak.
So it's tough. I don't know if David will get the finish or not, man. It depends on how wild Austin. Hopefully he cleans something up, bro.
All I know is it's gonna be a good fight because I really can't pick on this one, man.
Yeah,
but I like both guys.
Yeah, I can make a prediction.
And because look, you can say Austin will win like this, but at the same time, you can say David could. I mean, literally.
Another thing I noticed about David, he puts his hands down a lot.
Oh no, I don't like that though.
Yeah, man, it works, man. He never really been knocked out, but like.
But see, Austin, he don't use that jab though. That's the only thing is people can put their hands down, but you got to set it up to be able to land the punch though. You can't go in leading with your power punch because they just gonna circle out by the time you get to them like that. So
somebody gonna get knocked out, man.
Y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments. Like and subscribe.